Welcome back, brethren. Today I'm going to do another NU battle using pretty much the same squad that I used against the Killer Nacho in the last video. And today we're going to be going up against Teslamouse, a relatively popular streamer on Twitch. This fella is primarily an OU battler, but he also did NU battles at the time, and I wanted to see how I can do with this NU team, and I figured, you know what, Teslamouse is actually a very, very, very good battler. Actually, he can say whatever he wants about him being garbage and whatnot, but I honestly have a hard time seeing that. And the way I found Teslamouse was through Cell Batch 10, by the way, the guy that I battled in round 1 of Chartheos' tournament. And I found out about it because in the PSS, his little message thingy said Teslamouse for the win or something like that. And I was like, who's Teslamouse? And I looked up Teslamouse, and that's how I found his YouTube channel and his Twitch account, Twitch channel, whatever. I keep calling it account for some reason. But yeah, this isn't the first time we battled. In fact, this is why I'm telling you right now that Teslamouse is in fact a good battler, because the first 2 battles that I had with him were OU battles, and he just obliterated me. But here I wanted to do the NU tier this time around, and wanted to showcase this one because this one was actually kind of an interesting battle, to say the least. There's some interesting things about Teslamouse here that are basically staples on his squad, so I figured it's worth a look here. So we're gonna see what goes on in this battle, because it's kind of interesting. May not be the best one, but it's really interesting, to say the least. So once again, I'm gonna lead off with Electivire, and he's gonna lead off with his signature, that is Teslamouse, which is the Raichu. And I switch out because I kind of anticipated a fake out. I just had a hunch. I didn't even look up the sets on Smelgon. I just had a hunch that he would go for fake out, and he did. Now here I was gonna go for the knockoff, cause I thought he was gonna stay in and try to go for a Thunderbolt or something. Just cause seeing how that thing is Life Orb, I figured, you know what, he's probably gonna go for damage or something. And instead he Volt Switches, which is, by the way, a huge staple in a lot of Teslamouse's teams. He just loves to Volt Switch and U-turn, which, by the way, he sends out this Scyther, which is named Am I Bugging You? Well, guess what? Yeah, you're bugging me. You're bugging me because you're now ready to U-turn in my face, and you're gonna go rinse and repeat with this U-turn Volt Switching strat. But yeah, I switch out because I know he's gonna U-turn, and I go into Miss Mages because I know it resists. This was in fact a risky play because it could have aerial aced me, and I think Scyther does get Technician as well, so yeah. But I kind of had a feeling he was gonna go for the U-turn, and he does switch out, and he goes into Hellkaiser, which is the Pyroar. And yeah, here I kind of was thinking, is he gonna Fire Blast? Can I take a Fire Blast? If it specs, it probably can. He actually ends up going for the Dark Pulse, and my Miss Mages was actually surprisingly able to survive, which was good because now I get to get this Destiny Bond off. Now here I actually get to force him to switch out, and knowing that he's gonna switch out, I actually went straight for the Will-O-Wisp, because he's not going to keep this thing in. I'm pretty confident that thing was also choiced, whether it be Specs or Scarf, but I just knew it was choiced. And I went for the Will-O-Wisp on this AJ, which is the Sand Slash, and that's actually really, really good, because I think these things hit really, really hard. And I think I didn't go for the Hex here. Oh, no, I didn't. In fact, I went for the Pain Split, because I wanted to get some HP back. Unfortunately, this Pain Split allowed him to go for the Stealth Rocks. And here, I actually made somewhat of a misplay as well, because I wanted to go for the Hex. Yeah, because this is the same Hex set that I had on Miss Magius. And this thing is burned, so, and not to mention it's even bulky, it could probably do a lot of damage. But he switches out and goes back into Hellkaiser, and then I went for the Hex, and I forgot that this thing was a normal type. So I was like, oh crap. And I didn't want to lose Miss Mages yet because I'm getting a lot of HP back with it right now. So I figured, okay, I need to switch out into something. So I switched into Malamar. I was actually going to sack it originally in case he wanted to go for the Fire Blast. But I think instead he went for the Dark Pulse here. Just to, you know, ensure that he could kill the Miss Mages. But thankfully, I actually took the Dark Pulse pretty okay. And I think he knows that he could live another one, so he just switches out. And goes back into, am I bugging you? And I'm like, well, yeah, you're bugging me a lot. Now knock it off, sheesh. And yeah, I go for the knockoff again, and here I literally can't keep switching over and over again, so I just have to stay in and take the U-turn. I didn't want to risk him predicting me to switch back into Miss Mages, so I just stayed in thinking maybe he'll try to go for the Aerial Ace this time. But he didn't, and he just went for the U-turn and took out my Malamar. And now goes back into Hellkaiser, which I went into, I think, the Ludicolo. I think I went into Ludicolo for this one. Oh no, I went into Electivire. I think here I was trying to bluff that I was Scarfed. So I forced him to switch out. Unfortunately, this Electivire can't really do much as long as that Gastrodon is on his team. Cause, yeah. And I went for Thunder Punch knowing that he had the Gastrodon because I didn't want to risk him just staying in and going for the Fire Blast. So I was just like, ugh. I switched into Ludicolo here and he goes for the Toxic. Which, by the way, I think switching in Ludicolo was probably a bad idea because I think I should have tried to stay in and like just try to at least hit it once. It goes for Toxic and then I switch out. It goes for the Earth Power and then it could have send in Ludicolo without it getting toxic. But now because I got it now because it got toxic, now I set up Rain Dance. He goes in the Scyther and I do outspeed it, but he's just gonna switch it out now that I got the Rain up. He's not gonna allow, yeah, he's gonna switch out and just not allow this thing to die yet. And he plays a little bit of mind games with me in this part because, yeah, he switched in this thing and then as soon as I got the Rain Dance out, he just switched out again and sacked AJ, which is the Sand Slash. I went for the Ice Beam because it's super effective against this thing as well as the Sand Slash. And he would not switch back in Gastrodon because this Ludicolo has enough coverage for that Gastrodon. Now here is where he makes an ingenious play. He goes back into his signature that is Raichu, the Teslamouse, and he goes for a Fake Out, essentially just to basically Toxic Stall me here, which is, like I said, a very optimal play on his part. And now I take so much more damage, and here instead of switching out into Gastrodon, he just goes for the Audino. I wanted to Hydro Pump, but I was afraid he'd go into Gastrodon, so yeah, you see, he got me there. He got me real good right there. He played the mind games so well right there. Because I was going to go for Hydro Pump, but because I was scared of the Gastrodon coming in, he made the better play and forced me to... He forced me to go for Giga Drain and as he switched into Audino. So, like I said, he got me there. I go into Kling Klang because I just want to get something going. But he just goes back into Gastrodon. Like, see, this is why there's no way in hell I can see Teslamouse being a bad battler. He just has, his teams are so well made that he just has answers for everything on my team. He just has a lot, like, he has a lot of utility. He had a Stealth Rocker, he had a Volt Switcher, he had a U-Turner, he had a Toxic user. Hell, that Sand Slash could very well also have Rapid Spin in case I had some Stealth Rocks to set up or something. So there's no way this guy can tell me that he's bad. By no means. Even if other people think he's bad. Honestly. And okay, so I go into Miss Mages again, and because I didn't want this thing to, I didn't want Kling Klang to die yet, so I went into Miss Mages. I felt the Earth Power was coming. I honestly didn't care if he tried Toxicking my Miss Mages again, because I could just Pain Split it and weaken it. But he's gonna switch out Gastrodon and go back into Hellkaiser, which, by the way, I kind of forgot was still in the battle, because I was so like mind scrambled from that Toxic Stalling sequence with Ludicolo. But Yeah, and here I switch out again because I still don't want to lose Miss Magius, so I just go into Electivire again, risking the possible Fire Blast. But he goes for Dark Pulse again, just still taking it easy. He switches it out because he still thinks I'm Scarfed, so... But here I just revealed to him that I'm actually a Citrus Berry. I don't know why I carried Citrus Berry on this thing. I think it was because I was trying to use it in the battle spot for whatever it's worth, because honestly I don't see what use it has in the battle spot either. But yeah, and I go for Quick Attack, which is again another move. I don't understand why I have this move, honestly, Quick Attack. I guess because I didn't want to... I guess this was just to pick off any weakened opponents that just happened to live after taking a huge hit or something. I don't know. But he, this was probably a mistake because he just goes for the U-turn and manages to go back into Hellkaiser. And now I can't live the whatever move he has. And now I just have to spam Quick Attack. He, again with the mind games there. I thought he was going to switch out, but he never did. Well, he did, but he went for U-turn and it was faster than my Electivire. I think it was Speed Tie, and I didn't want to risk the Speed Tie losing it and whatnot, because he would just not get any damage whatsoever, and I think I just cared about getting some damage. And then I go into this Pyroar thingy, and then I just go for the... he goes for Dark Pulse, so it wins the Speed Tie. I thankfully live it though, and I get to just KO this Pyroar with a Hyper Voice. So, yeah! Male Pyroar wins. No, just kidding. But it's weakened now, so anything can just come in and revenge kill it, and what better mon to revenge kill than Teslamouse, the one and only, the Wi-Fi battler extraordinaire. And down goes my Pyroar because he just went for a fake out in case my Pyroar was scarfed or something. And I just go into Miss Magius, and oh my god, this is why I still considered myself somewhat of a new battler, because I did not know that Raichu could get knockoff. Actually, I had no idea I could get that. I don't play NU very often, so that's kind of why I don't know very much about the mons in the lower tiers, which is why I don't consider myself any good whatsoever. Not to mention, in a lot of under tier, like any lower tier battle I had, I usually lose them a lot. So yeah, and then here I just go into my last mon, which is Kling Klang. Goes for the Volt Switch, which is once again that staple of Teslamouse's. And he goes back into Gastrodon, which is the easiest switch into this thing. And I don't really have anything for this, so I just go for the Shift Gear just to get the +1. And I'm under half HP. And after the Leftovers recovery, I think here I just go for a Magnet Rise in case it wants to try to hit me with the Earth Power. And I think that's exactly what he goes for. Yeah, I go for the Magnet Rise, as I mentioned earlier. He should go for Earth Power here. But literally this was all just for naught, because honestly, he literally won here. All he needs to do is just scald me to death. I don't have any recovery on this Kling Klang, nor can he get it. So here I'm just going to spam return until this thing just finally kills me. My Kling Klang. And goes for the scald. Doesn't get the burn, which is kind of funny. And yeah, we're just getting more lefties recovery. I should be speeding these videos up, honestly, but I kind of decided that anything with 30 turns or less is not going to be sped up. Anything more than 30 turns will probably be sped up more. But this battle was exactly 30 turns, so yeah. Anyways, this Gastrodon finally kills my Kling Klang, and yeah, that's gonna be GG to my boy Teslamouse. Once again, not a bad battler at all. He's actually really good. It's just that he's a little bit, you know, he's a little bit more, he likes to win basically, so I mean, it's understandable why he'd be quick to saying, oh, I suck when he loses a battle, of course, but you know, look at me, I just got 4-0'd in this battle, so, and I'm here just taking it okay. So, but yeah, that's a good game to Teslamouse. And yeah, this is not the last time I battled Teslamouse. In fact, I think he and the Killer Nacho are like the two people I actually battled the most in Gen 6 of anything. And I do have a lot of battles with them saved. I don't know if I'm gonna upload all of them though, just because I'm not sure which ones are even, like, you know, worth watching, honestly. Like, they can just be standard losses or wins, so I'm gonna look them up once again and see which ones are the more interesting ones. And not to mention, I kind of don't want to upload all of them just because I kind of want to get all these battles uploaded as quickly as possible so that I can start finally uploading Wi-Fi battles from Pokemon Sun and Moon. So yeah, and I just want to hurry it up. I made the list of the battles I am considering for uploading, but holy cranberries is a lot, and I don't know if I want to do them all, honestly. So, but yeah, stay tuned for those if you're looking forward to them, and take it easy.